Hello everybody. Thank you for selecting this video. I hope you will enjoy the subject that I have presented to you today. In my previous video I have presented to you the Python client for the NativeAPI, especially for the NativeAPI extension I have created to provide you with a command line without using a console or a terminal. This time, as promised, I showed you that the NativeAPI also works with other languages, and this time it's Java. The content, if you have seen the previous video, would be quite well known already. It's the same, just the background is in this time not Python, not embedded Python, but straightforward Java. It's all running in a container. The container is already started, and the Java routine compiles during startup of the container. And now let's go. I connect with Docker Compose to the IRIS container, start Java, and my client is this time Java client, but also named RCC as for the same presentation, the same example for Python, and this time it's Java. Okay, let's go ahead. The client has started. We have a server IP address. The default is for localhost. You can change it, or any other host address. So it's not necessarily here to run it just in the container, but it's just for ease of demonstration, as all the background data are here collected. Okay, it's localhost. Server port is 1922. As your namespace is user, system. These are all values that you can change. Well, and then you are connected on your local server. The menu looks pretty much the same. I keep the free ObjectScript command for the end. First, what is my version? The next shows my actual date. Yeah, and we have a time zone in the server. The server runs, of course, in UTC, time zone 0. We did not change, I did not changes at all at that time. Another thing is server architecture, and the essential is that all the commands that I submit are executed at server time, and the result is sent back. So, and the whole thing a little bit more elaborated is listing a global. Here is a prepared global, and you add the global name, and you do a set right style, and you see this is the same listing as you know already from the previous examples. free ObjectScript means you can enter whatever you would enter in a terminal line or a console line, like well, write $ZR and you get back the last access to a global. Since on the other side, on the server side, you have just a partition that is listening to you and is executing your commands. So instead of the global listing that you have seen above, you can send whatever you like, for instance, to spool. Okay, and to get back some result, you have to add a quit on the end. This is the 0 that is coming back, and now let's take an example. I have prepared something. So I write my results to spool, and spool is device number 2. I kill it, I do my set write, I gave no return value. What would I get back? I want to get back the whole listing, and this is coming back by using the option 5. And now my global is named spool. And you see, this is the typical output to spool, line by line, with character and line fit at the end. The typical output that would go to a terminal normally. Oops. So now, to demonstrate that this is working, a real working command line, I merge this. Oh, I do not merge, I kill first my test global RCC, and then do a merge spool, eliminating the first subscript label. This is not right. Merge RCC equals spool plus the first level. And this time I add a quit hit at the end, and it says OK. And now I go to list my global RCC. This is option 5. The global is RCC. And now you see it's exactly these 17 lines that came out, and it's another way to display a global. Well, whatever you do and work, it's just the same as in command line, except that you get only one line or one grid, eventually with multi-line, back to your client. Just a word, in addition to the client code itself, if you take a look to the code, I have to explain that this was a kind of revival of my personal experience with Java. I'm not very sure, but I think the last time I wrote a Java program is probably 15 years back. So it was a bit of a challenge to transform the original Python code into a Java and have comparable results. It's not totally identical, but anyhow, have mercy on me. It's probably not really typical for a Java program. There are more Java experts around to do it better. Any improvement is welcome. Okay, and now we leave the client and I enter my star. Terminate the temp. Yeah, here's a chance to interrupt, but we're done. The connection is closed and the demo is over. Okay, this was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was interesting to you, and I hope you will see me again with my next video on this channel. Goodbye.